Okay. I want to show a couple of things. So I want to talk about these four things slightly, and maybe hara.namespace. Now, module. Um, so, uh, why is this important? It allows me to manage lots of code. Um, so, for instance, I've got a whole bunch of stuff here, um, and each one is deployed separately. Now, I'll talk about deploy first, because in my config folder, I've got a packages.edn, which defines how code is packaged. So from Hara base, you can see that I've packaged a couple of protocol functions, and these are the namespaces with base. And what that means is, if we look at hara.core, all the base functions are packaged. Again, hara.data, all the base packages are put in there. So that's the way I've organized it, and complete just means the whole thing goes in there. Like, so including hara.event, it's the CLJ file and the actual folder here. So all the files also get packaged, and these are the includes. Now, in package.edn, I also specify the dependencies, um, which right now is taken from the project.clj. So notice that it doesn't have a version number, because that's figured out when it's packaging, by looking at all the versioning here. The code is in a monorepo, mainly because I really got sick of just cutting and pasting, and just, if I release one library, it depends on another one. Then if I upgrade one, I have to upgrade another, and after about 10, it got super annoying. So I just decided, okay, I'll write another library, and that library is called line repack. So line repack, it got moved. I've been moving code around a lot, and now it's sitting called hara deploy. What it does is it takes a project, splits it up, and deploys it. So here you can see that I have like a signing key. There's a little configuration language that I've written, but basically what happens is, we can go to the deploy factory, and I can choose which packages to deploy. So for right now, for public, I've decided to go with these. For dev, these. So that's the way how I'm currently controlling how code is being released. To just give you a demonstration, like I don't really do this because just haven't had the need to. Like, I did it like the first time, and then just kind of forgotten about it. But let's see. We can give it a go. Dot deploy, and our dot deploy / let's say install. Um, it's not. I'll look into this. But yes, that's embarrassing. Um, but I have deployed like it's here. Um, so um, so again, like because I haven't really been too I haven't I've just it's been me, so I haven't really bothered with making this completely up to date. But if there is a need, I'll definitely get to fixing it up. Um, so the next one is publish. Um, I'll go through this first. Um, now now this is what I'm typically doing. So for example, if I wanted to have a new library, and right now I'm a little bit out of ideas, but I say okay. So I found a library called Tracks, which is pretty small. Um, so say I've finished writing this. Uh, Now, does it compile? Okay. Okay, I have to link. I'll link cider. Okay, done. And then everything's compiled. Now, I'm going to generate some tests. So, what I'm going to do is to go scaffold. And what that will do is to generate the test into this file here. So if I go into core test, these things come up, and then I can sort of quickly symbol paths. I don't even know what this does, to be honest with you. Okay, it does that. What else? What else does it do? Let's go back and check. Yeah, I don't know how this kind of works, but you get the idea. So once I fill in all the tests, inc one. So after I fill in all the tests, then I'll go comment. Import. So I'll import the test back into tracks. Okay, I didn't save it. Try it again. You can see that the files got imported. Now, another thing is what I can then do is to say, okay, what? Oh, and this is wrong too. So let's just do it again, and this is called. Okay, so, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Tracks.core. Now, if I wanna figure out what tests there still needs to go, I'll just go incomplete tracks, and it will tell me. Maybe it didn't. Okay, let me fix this up a little bit. hara.tracks. And again, we'll just generate the test. Hara.tracks. Okay, and let's scaffold it. So again, it should generate hara tracks test. And say if I go symbol paths 1. No way. Okay, I didn't include the namespace. Now it's working. Done. And path to value. Let's see what it does. I mean, honestly, like I'd sort of be testing. I'd sort of be writing my functions, and then sort of generating this part, and then just copy and pasting it. So basically, let's just plus 1, 2, 3. This blah. Okay, save and incomplete hara.tracks, and it should tell me, okay, there are these 5 things that are incomplete. So okay, so I have to get rid of to dos. This does something. This does something. And then if I run it again, you can see that it'll say there's more things that are complete. Now the next step is to import, and yeah, and now if we go back to the old file, there's the examples get put on there. The good thing about this system of working is that I know exactly what I need to do. So if I run incomplete on, say, hara, there's 517 namespaces. Now, most of them have tested, I feel like it's a pretty big achievement because there you go. There are some things that haven't been tested, and it just gives me quite decent oversight in terms of what needs to be done next. Like I'm always thinking about okay, like these are the things that I still need to do. What do I still need to do? And this tool really helps me do that. So it's a little bit slow the first time because it's going through and like it's analyzing the file. I also wrote the file analyzer, so it's custom, but it's a little bit slower than rewrite, but I think it's better. I think it's more extensible. And there's the second time around, there's a lot more caching going on, and so I can figure out exactly what I need. So now you can see that there's still 24 functions that I need to look at and test, and including hara.tracks. What else is in here? There's scaffold, incomplete, and then there's arrange. And what arrange does is it sort of arranges the tests in order of the source code. Like, so if I put the test up here, if I put the test here, and then I go arrange, it literally will jump everything back again. So it just stops code from messing up too much, and like I sometimes just use it as a shortcut to order things. Although it's pretty, I think it's pretty much ordered. Let's just give it a shot anyway and see. I don't want to. Maybe let's do like another namespace. Okay, see, no change. So basically, the tests are in order, and that's great. Um, yeah, this is super helpful for me. I use it all the time, and so it sort of hooks in the code. It hooks in with the test framework. So all of these hook in together. And then lastly, publish. Publish is defined also in a config. And again, I haven't done this for a while, so I'm really sorry if it's not working. So I have two configurations. One I'm putting on GitHub, and another it's semi private, like so the GitHub one is code.github.io/hara. I think that works. So you can see here that it's there's a couple of functions missing. The main one is here, which I sometimes show to people to prove that I've done a lot of work. So how this happens is because I have two different definitions. The all definition, which sort of goes through, and the input really is the test documentation. So again, this documentation is here, and I have ways of generating the API. So here you can see I only want these things, and so on. And if you look at sort of some of the so API namespace hara code block, and let's go to the code block. You can see that it matches. So the chapter matches with the code examples, and yeah, I guess it's Codocs is similar. I just like my system better, honestly. Like I feel it's simpler. Because firstly because the test starts with fact, and I can just run the test like that. I don't have to mess with it too much. And when I generate the doc strings, when I import all this into the doc strings, it just does it anyway. So I don't have to mess with it too much. And lastly, module.namespace. This is a really funny one because Stuart Sierra's namespace, tools namespace. Well, I think it does a little bit too much, and I think half the time all I want to do is to just blow something away. So, if I go reset hara.fx, it says no fx. Okay, so let's go require hara.fx. Okay, and it'll load a bunch of things. And then if I go reset hara.fx, reset, and I will blow the entire namespace away. So now it will go through and it will just blow everything away. And if because most of the time I just I don't want to like load and then have all the dependencies loaded in order and everything. I just want something that I can go, okay, start off with a clean slate, basically. and bang, And if I go hara dot object, it's not found, right? So I have to like require everything again. Require hara dot fx. Yeah, and it will actually just do everything again, and then I can use it. What does it have right now? Nothing. Yeah, it's one function. Anyway, that's the way it works. If I'm developing and I'm like, I think there's a problem here, I'll just go reset, or reset hara.tracks, and it should. It says namespace not found. Good, that's what we want. Yeah, so blow it away, and then reload. Blow it away, reload. Okay, and then yeah, and then if I reload again, namespace not found. Okay, so that's the namespace. In terms of code, I'm doing a lot more analysis of code. I used to have quite a lot of sort of find me functions that have this and stuff. Yeah, like I need to do a little bit more work on it. The major functions are like to do. Yeah. Honestly, like, oh yeah, let's try it in order. Like, are all the tests in order? And we can run that on the entire hara thing because, yeah, because I hope it doesn't rearrange the code. And it's not displaying for whatever reason. Might cancel it. Let's try print item true. Oh, I need to figure out the documentation for myself because this is embarrassing. I'm not sure what's happening right now, to be honest. Again, like I developed it, I used it, oh, here it is. Huh, it says no test file. Why is there no test? Okay, yep. And it's like, oh, here are the things that are not in order. Here are the things, okay, done. Here are the things that are not in order. So if I wanted, I can go to this and go arrange. Yeah, so and it gives you a comparison. This framework here, again, it's sort of like block on block on block on block. So it's going to take me a while to go through the code, but I hope you guys get an idea of how much scope there is, how I can easily handle these. Really, like I think if I didn't have the tools that I've built, I'd go crazy. Now I can kind of sit there and go like, oh yeah, maybe I can add this, maybe I can add that. This needs a bit of work because yeah, the tools are there. So I really hope you guys find it useful. Love some feedback. Yeah, if you want to start working on something, let me know. I'll figure something out. Yeah, thanks.